Alright, let her focus in. What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for stopping by this video, and I did say guys twice. My name is Derek. If you guys don't know, if you're new to this YouTube channel, I have my own personal brand under my name, Derek Ford, with a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff. So on my personal YouTube channel, of course, I make videos for a reason, and then I use my social media also to support what I do on YouTube and everything. And then this brand here, Keeping It Simple and Digital, I created for a brand called Simple and Digital, which has a full website and everything. I'll talk to you guys about that in another video, but basically I created this sort of brand to go along with what I do on my personal YouTube channel, which is some freelancing services, a lot of stuff that I'll talk to you guys about in another video. You see the title for this video. This is take 3, unfortunately. I haven't made a video on this channel in a while. I haven't been in front of the camera. I haven't taken photos. I haven't done anything social media wise in a long time, so forgive me if I mess up. But today what I hope to accomplish in this video is to talk to you guys about, I'm a little under 22,000. I'm at about like 21.5 or so thousand dollars in student loan debt, and pretty much what I want to talk to you guys about is how I got to that point. Like many other college students and grown people on that topic, how we sort of go to school. You major in something basically and you don't end up working in that field, and so I'm another one of those people. I went to school for exercise science at VCU. It took me about 5 full years, I think 5 years and a half, an extra semester to finish my degree, and yeah, I'm definitely not doing that now. What I studied, exercise science, and I don't think I'll ever really work in that field, honestly. Like I said in the beginning, I've gotten into some entrepreneurial endeavors, so I'll talk a little bit about like my journey as to going through school. So let's just start there. So basically 18 years old, you know, where I am now, honestly, you know, I get asked sometimes, I'm not going to say a lot or anything, but if you ask me when you're at 18 if you're ready to go to school, I mean, to even ask that question, I would almost say is like worthy of saying maybe you're not ready. Basically, from me and my experience, I'll talk about like whether you should or whether you shouldn't. Like, this has been a video I've really wanted to get out there. Is my own personal story, but my advice as to going to school after having doing it myself, of course, in today's world, you kind of have to have it. Every job says at least a bachelor's degree, even when they're paying little money. So it's one of those things where you just have to do it. I really don't like the stigma or the statement out there that's just get a bachelor's degree, it doesn't matter what you get it in because you just need it. Unfortunately, in most cases it is true. Any specialized job that's actually going to pay you some decent money, you actually have to have the right degree for that field. So that's just where I say, coming back to my own personal story, at 18 I wasn't ready. I was a good student in high school and middle school. I did the International Baccalaureate program. For those of you that don't know, it's some nerdy program basically for smart students. Like a bunch of my friends say, I really personally wouldn't have said I was that smart. I did catch on to things like math, you know, the formulas and whatnot pretty quick, but I wasn't the smartest, and looking back, I definitely would not have done the IB program. But at 18, I just wasn't ready. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I still don't know exactly what it is that I want to do, to keep it honest with you. And so I just feel like a lot of other 18-year-olds are like that. The toughest part about it was finally getting to college, and everyone's like, oh, I know I want to be a doctor or an engineer. And for me, it was like, yeah, I'll do that for the money, but just doing it just to do it, honestly, it's not what I want to do. So that was really tough, honestly, and so that's why I'm making this video. You know, I don't know, hopefully I'm not rambling on too much, but that's my main point and focus point for this video is I for sure wasn't ready at 18. So getting into the specifics, I started off, I applied to VCU was the only college I applied to as an IB student with like our GPA was boosted up, but it was still like a 4.0 or something like that. It was really good. VCU was the only school I applied to. I didn't even apply the correct way. I applied on some little pamphlet, so I actually applied to the business school. Didn't get into the business school. They accepted me as an undeclared student, and I really wish that they didn't, honestly. Like, that's the only thing I do. I don't regret going or anything like that, and you know, in this topic of the video, I made every decision myself, but I do wish that they hadn't accepted me. But yeah, anyways, I started off at VCU like that time right after graduating high school. Personally for me, I knew that I wasn't ready, and I knew things were gonna kind of go this way. I had no idea how to pay, like what student loans were. Neither of my parents went to college, so it was quite the learning experience. Personally, for someone like myself, I just wouldn't advise for them to have done it where my parents didn't go. And we knew nothing about college, honestly. Like, I didn't go see any schools. I live in Richmond, Virginia, but I didn't even know what MCV versus Monroe Park campus was. So it's just not, in my opinion, the best way to do things if you're gonna make that kind of investment. So let's go ahead and get through the video. I don't wanna talk you guys to death, but I went through 3 or 4 different majors, to put it simply, as far as college. So I started off as undeclared, like I said, got to that sophomore year point. I can't even remember how many credits that is, but you know, the halfway point where you have to declare something because you've completed all the general education courses. And I was a mass comm major for a day, signed off fully mass comm major. I took some IT courses. I can't remember exactly, honestly. Maybe I'll have information to put into the video, but I took IT courses. I don't think I actually declared as an IT major. And then I went on to become an exercise science major. So only 3 switches, I guess you can say, if you don't count undeclared. And it actually isn't undeclared, it's more so like human sciences or whatever. So I was in the same department, well, I guess between undeclared and exercise science, but health sciences or something like that, whatever they call it at VCU. But anyways, yeah, it was just a very tough time. It was a really tough sort of experience, honestly, because you're really an adult at that point and you're making all the decisions on your own. And just from my perspective, I know that I wasn't ready. The reason why I'm making these kinds of videos and all the videos that are going to come forward, so for sure subscribe if you're enjoying at least my story and you want to hear more. But to make these videos to help people to understand the decisions that you do have at that point and everything like that, because I wasn't aware. If I knew back then what I know now, you know, things would have gone completely differently, obviously. And summing it all up, I got to, thankfully, only about $20,000 in student loan debt due to the support and help of family. I'll just put it that way. My grandma specifically helping with the tuition at times, because I wasn't getting scholarship money. I was getting a little bit to cover each semester, whatever they call the federal Pell Grants, but most of it was taken out as loans. So there were some cases, like a few semesters in there, where I had to, it's the last day and I didn't know about it, and I had to go and swipe my credit card and just pay for it. And it was such a weird experience where they would send me a refund check, so that's why I was able to then be able to pay for upcoming semesters, where I had to, that same thing where I was at a deadline point. But it was just handled very weirdly, I must say. I definitely wasn't ahead of it because, like I said, I just knew nothing about it from the beginning. So that's how I came out. I came out with $32,000 in student loans. I've been trying to put this story out there for a long time, so this is the one video I'm going to make on this story. Last time I'm really going to talk about it, at least. You know, I've wanted to put this message out there for a long time. I've made articles about it on my website, and I've had other videos on this channel about it, but I've taken them all down because I just didn't enjoy them myself, and I wanted to put out there specifically how it went for me. Like I said, at 18, you're an adult and you can make those decisions, but the reason why I'm going to create these kinds of videos for this YouTube channel is to help, whether you're 18 or whatever age you are, to be able to make informed decisions, because that's the real way to do it, not just by trial and error, especially in a world where all the answers are out there. And so whatever answers I can give to be able to help someone, I'm going to give them. And yeah, it was not fun, honestly. And $20,000 in student loan debt later, I definitely, you know, it was a good time, good experience, got my bachelor's degree or whatever, but I certainly wish I knew back then what I know now with regards to the options you have at 18. And so that's all that kind of content that I'm going to put out on this YouTube channel. I got a ton more videos coming for you guys very soon. This is the first video back here on the channel, so if you guys enjoy this one, leave a like, leave me some comments, let me know what you think about my story. Like I said, only $20,000 in student loan debt. I'm just very optimistic, which is why I say only, because I hope to plan it. It's on a 10-year plan. I hope to pay it off much sooner than that, and all the different ways I'm going to do it, or at least my plan is going to be here on this YouTube channel, like all the entrepreneurial endeavors I have. I currently sell on eBay and Amazon. Stuff like that will be here on this YouTube channel. So subscribe to this one and my personal YouTube channel. Everything will be linked down below. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to me talk for 10 minutes about my story. There's so much more to it, and I've talked about it, like I said in the other videos, that I didn't like. It's true, at 18 it's your own choice. I just really wish that I don't know, things went a little bit differently, because I just personally wasn't ready, and I knew I wasn't ready, at least ready to kind of make those kinds of decisions. It's like, now if I make a late payment, it affects my credit score, you know, all these kinds of really negative effects, where all you had to do was make a decision up front as to, it's okay not to go to school, to college, right after you graduate from high school. I completely agree with that statement. And it's like, what do you do at 18 or 30 or whatever when you're trying to better yourself, or you just, what are your options in life or whatever? And yeah, life experience, and you know, getting around the right people, or at least people who know more, who know things that you don't know, all that kind of stuff really helps. And that's what I hope to provide here on this YouTube channel, everything that I've learned thus far, and that's all I can speak to. So enough talking. Thank you guys so much. These videos, like I said, they may not be the most edited out or the most cinematic. That's really what I'm going to say for my personal YouTube channel. These are really just going to be informative, hopefully helpful videos. And let me know if you guys like that. That's why I said, if you like those other videos, those videos on my personal channel will also be helpful and stuff at times, but those are more where I'm more creative. So enough talking. Thank you guys so much. More videos to come. Press that subscribe button, the like button, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.